Professor Wole Soyinka. Daddy. God, now, wow. Daddy say Peter Obi they deceive the youth. Say they push youth. They walk on do. Say Peter Obi no win election, he will carry thought. Professor Wole Soyinka. You dey talk. You are my daddy. I don't know what you're going to talk. Now, nothing sweet me reach Arise TV. First, I want to say welcome to that girl for Arise TV where go live since. Welcome. The way they analyze and the way Ruben Abati they analyze Professor Wole Soyinka word. Oh, but this sweet me like swallow 90 cube of sugar. Obama leke. Osibi leke buke. Oh my God! I don't get power to talk. I want me you watch this video starting to end. Now the tweet where people tweet, that bust my brain. Professor Wole Soyinka, you are a daddy, so I can't talk. I beg if that's the first time when you watch my video, hurry, follow this Facebook page and do well to go follow my backup page at King of Aproko. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at King of Aproko. Share this video, make the world they see. And Professor Wole Soyinka, I don't know what Peter Obi doing. I don't know what Peter Obi doing. Just watch the video and share it.
Well, let's begin what's trending. In Stellenbosch, South Africa, where Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka made a controversial claim accusing the leadership of the Labour Party of being aware that their party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, lost the February 25th election. The Nobel laureate was speaking at an event titled The Lives of Wole Soyinka, a dialogue organized by Africa in the world. Soyinka used the Yoruba phrase, bajue, which means obtaining by deception, to describe the actions of the Labour Party, stating that they are trying to force a lie on Nigerians, especially the youth, that Obi won the election. Let's take a listen.
I could say categorically that Peter Obi's party came third, not even second. And that the leadership knew it. Well, they wanted to do what we call in Yoruba, bajue. That is, you know, you have force of arms. You also have force of lies. And it was gearing up towards violence. They were going to send, some of the hardliners were going to send crowds, young people, into the streets to demonstrate. I'm always ready to be among such demonstrators, but only on the banner of truth, not of lies, not of deceit. Peter Obi achieved something remarkable there, that he broke that mold. Yes, however, he did not win the election.
All right, Dr. Abati, that phrase, bajue, got me. I mean, you know that Wole Soyinka has always been quite vocal about Peter Obi's, emergence as whether it is a third force or not. But before I come to you, let me take some tweets. This is from Omar, who wrote, "No one can be seen to say categorically that someone didn't win an election if the person cannot show proof of what he asserts. It is on Prof to show us why his assertion is true. Was he in the 36 states monitoring the elections, or his agencies were, or a report affirmed so?" Well, Lawrence also wrote, "Why does Wole Soyinka feel so comfortable saying terrible things against Peter Obi? He claims Peter Obi was mobilizing youth for protest, while in truth, Peter Obi was the one telling the youth to keep away from protests. The youth are blaming Peter Obi for not allowing them protest. Wole Soyinka is saying Peter Obi was mobilizing the youth to protest." I mean, Lawrence's tweet was quite apt. We do know that Peter Obi has been telling everyone to stay calm until Judgment Day. Judgment Day has come and gone, and we have not seen any violence. So, I mean, it is quite worrisome to hear Professor Wole Soyinka make such assertions. Dr.
It's
Abati.
very straightforward.
Yeah.
The obedience,
Yes.
those characters on social media
Yeah.
who give Peter Obi a bad name,
Yeah.
they finally lost Professor Wole Soyinka. You recall that before now he had complained about this obedience, some people call them some other names, operating on social media and forcing Peter Obi down everybody's throats. And he said, look, at that time, that Peter Obi was even his favorite candidate because he wanted change in Nigeria. And he thought somebody else, new blood, should provide the leadership. Many of the other people who in fact supported Peter Obi, they backed away from him because of the behavior of these characters, you know, who abuse everybody, who think their own version of the truth is the only version of reality. So that's the evidence you have seen there. And you could see Okendebe, the interviewer, you know, feeling, well, where is Prof going in this matter? Yeah. That's number one. The second part, of course, is that Professor Wole Soyinka is just expressing an opinion. His opinion does not matter in this matter. The Court of Appeal has ruled, right, the way the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal handled the matter. Mr. Peter Obi himself and the other petitioner, the People's Democratic Party and Atiku Abubakar, they have said they are going all the way to the Supreme Court. What the law provides for is that it's the apex court in presidential matters that will have the final say. And I think, you know, while it is normal, natural for people to react to court rulings, in this particular matter, it is the Supreme Court that will tell us the truth of it.
Yes,
so Professor Soyinka is not in a position, because he's not a shamanist, he's not a futurologist. He once wrote a play called Requiem for Futurologists. So he himself cannot act as a futurologist in the matter. So we all should just calm down and wait for, you know, the Supreme Court. And when he says Bajue, deception, right? Well, there are some other commentators who will say Professor Soyinka is accusing Peter Obi and the Labour Party of Bajue of deception. But some people will say, in fact, the entire election was an act in Grant Bajue, a whole deceptive operation. You know, there are people who, even if you wake up them up 10 years from now, they will still say 2023 general election was complete Bajue, quoting Professor Soyinka. So it's not just about Labour Party, you know, and it's on the basis of that that we are saying that there are certain reforms that will still need to take place. There are certain consequential steps that will have to be taken by the National Assembly with regard to the electoral framework in Nigeria. So that phrase, Bajue, don't limit it to where Professor Soyinka has located it. Some people will tell you it's an entire Bajue that we are dealing with.
Yeah, well, it has gone to the Supreme Court, and we'll wait for the Supreme Court judgment. I mean, obviously, his statement has elicited a lot of reaction.